Hello students, today topics are planetary winds, local winds and ocean currents. Water always flow from uplands towards lowlands. Likewise, winds flow from the high pressure belts towards low pressure belts. Water always flow from the high pressure belts towards low pressure belts. Likewise, winds flow from the high pressure belts. Water always flow from the uplands. Water always flow from the uplands towards lowlands. Likewise, winds blow from the high pressure belts towards low pressure belts. First, we are going to discuss the pressure belts. Equatorial low pressure belt, subtropical high pressure belt, subpolar low pressure belt, and polar high pressure belt. Equatorial low pressure belt is located at the equatorial region. In these areas, the sun rays fall vertically, that is why low pressure belt form. So, equatorial region is called the low pressure belt area. At 30 degrees latitudes, at 30 degrees latitudes in both hemispheres, northern and southern hemispheres, high pressure belt form. So, the 30 degrees latitudes are called subtropical high pressure belts. At 60 degrees latitudes in both hemispheres, low pressure form. So, 60 degrees latitudes are called subpolar low pressure belts. And at 80 degrees latitudes, high pressure belt formed in both hemispheres, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. So 80 degrees latitudes are called polar high pressure belts. Water always flow from uplands towards lowlands. Likewise, winds blow from the high pressure belts towards low pressure belts. Definition of the planetary winds. The winds that move in a particular direction throughout the world, throughout the year, from the high pressure belts towards low pressure belts are called planetary winds. The planetary winds are also called permanent winds because the intensity of the planetary winds we can see throughout the year. Again, the planetary winds are classified into three divisions. One is One is trade winds. The second one is anti-trade winds or westerlies. Third one is polar winds. Now we are going to discuss the trade winds. Trade winds. Trade winds commence or begin from eastern side towards western side. These winds move from 30 to 5 degrees latitudes because at 30 degrees latitudes high pressure belt and move towards up to 5 degrees latitudes because at 5 degrees latitudes or in the equatorial region low pressure belt form. The trade winds are also called from subtropical high pressure belts move towards equatorial low pressure belts winds. In the equatorial region, the rain is available due to the trade winds. Due to the trade winds, all tropical deserts are located in the western side of the continents, particularly 50 to 30 degrees. The trade winds commence from the eastern side with more moisture travel towards or move towards western side. The moisture percentage decreases. That is why all tropical deserts in the world located or distributed in the western side of the continents. The velocity of the trade winds is 16 to 20 kilometers per hour. The trade winds are called northeastern trade winds in the northern hemisphere because these winds commence from northeastern side, whereas in the southern hemisphere the trade winds are called southeastern trade winds because these winds commence or begin from the southeastern side. Now we are going to anti-trade winds. Anti-trade winds are westerlies. Commence or begin from the western side and move towards eastern side. The anti-trade winds or westerlies are also called in the southern hemisphere roaring parties because at 40 degrees latitudes the sound is more because at 40 degrees latitudes the westerlies move with more sound because in the southern hemisphere water percentage is more when compared with the northern hemisphere. The anti-trade winds are called southwestern anti-trade winds in the northern hemisphere because these winds come. The anti-trade winds or westerlies are called southwestern anti-trade winds in the northern hemisphere because these winds commence from southwestern side. Whereas in the northern hemisphere, the anti-trade winds or the westerlies are called southwestern anti-trade winds because these winds commence from southwestern side. Whereas in the southern hemisphere, the anti-trade winds or westerlies are called northwestern anti-trade winds because these winds commence from the northwestern side. These winds blow in between 30 to 60 degrees. These winds blow in between 30 to 60 degrees latitudes. These winds commence from 30 degrees latitudes, move up to 60 degrees latitudes in both hemispheres, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. In the southern hemisphere, the westerlies or anti-trade winds are called roaring parties because at 40 degrees latitudes these winds move with more sound due to water percentage. The velocity of the anti-trade winds or westerlies is 45 to 70 degrees. The rainfall is available in the Mediterranean Sea and in the Britain climatic zone. The rainfall is available in the Mediterranean climatic zone. The rainfall is available in the Mediterranean climatic zone and Britain climatic zone or West cool temperate climatic zone and West European climatic zone due to the anti-trade winds or westerlies. The third one is polar winds. Polar winds are also called polar easterlies. Trade winds are also called trade easterlies because these both winds commence or begin from eastern side, move towards western side. The polar winds move in between 80 to 60 degrees in both hemispheres, northern and southern hemispheres. The polar winds are called northeastern polar winds in the northern hemisphere, whereas in the southern hemisphere the polar winds are called southeastern polar winds because these winds commence in the northern hemisphere from the northeastern side, whereas in the southern hemisphere from the southeastern side. The velocity of the polar winds is less than trade winds. It is a brief explanation about the trade winds, anti-trade winds, or westerlies, roaring parties in the southern hemisphere, and polar winds. As per Coriolis principle, and Ferrel's law, the wind direction in the northern hemisphere is right hand side or clockwise direction, while in the southern hemisphere the wind direction is left hand side or anti-clockwise, left hand side or anti-clockwise direction. As per Coriolis principle or Ferrel's law, the wind direction in the northern hemisphere right hand side or clockwise direction, whereas in the southern hemisphere anti-clockwise direction or left hand side. Definition of the local winds. The winds that blow in the coastal areas within 50 kilometers distance. The winds that blow or move in the coastal areas within 50 kilometers distance are called local winds. Again, these are classified into two types: ocean breezes or sea breezes, land breezes. Ocean breezes or sea breezes. The winds that commence from surface of the ocean and move towards surface of the land are called ocean breezes or sea breezes. The intensity of the ocean breezes or sea breezes, only in the daytime, because in daytime low pressure belt form over the surface of the land, while high pressure belt form over the surface of the oceans or seas. The intensity of the land bridges is more in the night time, because at the night time high pressure belt form over the surface of the land due to less temperature, while low pressure belt form over the surface of the ocean or surface of the seas. So the effect of the intensity of the local winds we can see in the coastal areas, particularly Mumbai, Chennai, Goa, and east coast of USA and so forth regions. This is a brief explanation about the planetary winds and local winds. Planetary winds are mainly three types: trade winds, anti-trade winds, polar winds. The ocean currents move from eastern side towards western side by the force of the trade winds, while by the force of the westerlies or anti-trade winds, the ocean currents move from western side towards eastern side. Major reasons to produce the ocean currents. One is rotation of the earth. The second one is temperature. Third one is salinity and density. Fourth one is shape of the continents. Due to rotation of the earth itself, centripetal force form at the equatorial area, while centrifugal force form at the poles regions. By the force of the centripetal, the cold currents which form at the poles regions move towards equatorial area, while by the force of the centrifugal, the warm currents which produce at the equatorial region move towards poles regions. As for temperature, the ocean currents are classified into two types. One is warm currents. The second one is cold currents. Warm currents form at the equatorial area due to high temperature, while cold currents form at the poles regions due to the less temperature. High salinity, high density. The ocean currents move from high salinity water towards low salinity water below the surface of the ocean or sea level. The ocean currents from low salinity water to high salinity water move above the surface of the sea level or ocean level. Shape of the continent. According to the shape of the continent, the direction of the ocean currents suddenly changes. These are the main reasons to produce the ocean currents. One is rotation of the earth, temperature, salinity and density, shape of the continents, and winds. By the force of the trade winds, the warm currents move from the eastern side towards western side, while by the force of the anti-trade winds or westerlies, the ocean currents move from the western side towards eastern side. Towards eastern side. Now we are going to discuss the ocean currents in the Atlantic Ocean. The ocean currents in the Atlantic Ocean, the ocean currents in the Pacific Ocean, the ocean currents in the Indian Ocean. Important currents in the North Atlantic Ocean. One is equatorial warm current, Brazil equatorial warm current, Brazil warm current, Gulf Stream current, Gulf Stream current, Labrador cold current, Canary cold current. These are the important currents which are in the North Atlantic Ocean. Whereas in the South Atlantic Ocean, Brazil warm current, Falkland cold currents, Bengal cold currents. Due to high temperature at the equatorial region of the Atlantic Ocean, warm current produced. It is travelled by the from eastern side towards western side up to coastal region of the North American continent and South American continent by the force of the trade winds. At the coastal regions of the North America and South America, it divides two parts. One is North Atlantic Ocean warm current, North Atlantic Ocean warm current. The second one is South Atlantic Ocean warm current. The North Atlantic Ocean warm current is also called Gulf Stream because it passes through Florida, because it passes through Gulf of Mexico, Florida state of USA, and Newfoundland of Canada. Near the Newfoundland, it is in stable condition. While from the Arctic Ocean, one cold current commences which is called Labrador cold current because it passes through Labrador Sea. Labrador Sea is located in between Canada and Greenland. The Labrador cold current passes up to Newfoundland. At Newfoundland, it merges or it joins the Gulf Stream. Ultimately, these two currents are converted into the drift current at Newfoundland of Canada in the Atlantic Ocean. This drift current is travelled by the westerlies from the western side towards eastern side up to western part of the European continent, northwestern part of the Africa. One, it divides two main branches. One is Norwegian current, the second one is Canary cold current. The Canary cold current is converted into the Canary cold current. The Canary cold current ultimately joins the equatorial warm current. Norwegian current move towards North Atlantic Ocean. Important currents. What I explained in the Atlantic Ocean are: one is equatorial warm current, the second one is Gulf Stream, third one is Labrador cold current, fourth one is Norwegian current, and Canary cold current. Canary cold current. Canary Islands are located in northwestern part of African continent. Now we are going to discuss the South Atlantic Ocean currents. The warm current, the South Atlantic Ocean warm current is also called Brazil warm current because it passes through coastal region of the Brazil. It flows up to Uruguay country. It flows up to Uruguay country. While one cold current commences from the Antarctic Ocean or Southern Ocean through Falkland Islands. It passes up to Uruguay country through Falkland Islands. So it is called Falkland cold currents. Falkland cold current. This current joins the Brazil warm current at Uruguay country. Ultimately, these two currents are converted into the drift current. This drift current is traveled by the westerlies or anti-trade winds from the western side towards eastern side up to Benguela coast of South Africa. Near Benguela coast, it is converted into the Benguela cold current. Ultimately, Benguela cold current merges into the equatorial warm current. This drift current is also called South Atlantic Ocean west wind drift current, while the drift current in the North Atlantic Ocean, North Atlantic west wind drift current. Important currents in the South Atlantic Ocean. One is Brazil warm current, second one is Falklands cold current, Benguela cold current, equatorial warm current, South Atlantic west wind drift current. These are the important currents in the South Atlantic Ocean. Now we are going to discuss the Pacific Ocean currents. Important currents in the North Pacific Ocean. One is Kuroshio warm current, Oyashio cold current, California cold current. California cold current. Kuroshio warm current,